Should I grab that? Yeah. Screen graphics.
It's sort of somewhere between basic sec deck and a special effect. So there's times when it's literally just background stuff, no one pays any attention to it. It's literally just some blinking lights over the shoulders of the actors. But there's other times when the whole scene is based around what they're viewing on the screens.
His neural patterns don't read like someone who's in a coma.
We're known as the wallpaper department.
Colour and movement, that's all it's about.
This is the screen graphics department. We're preparing for a scene in the rerouting facility computer room where the Vigilant crew come in and try and hack the main system. And so, we not only have to set up the environment that they're in, but, on their screens, the interface and what actually happens on their machines as they're trying to hack this mainframe system. So, there's a fair bit of research that goes into all of this. We visited a power station and got some reference images. Just the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in one of these places, close-ups of the various screens. And it's always great to have, design based on a sense of realism. We'll be producing graphics for the Nebuchadnezzar, the Majolna and the Vigilant, and of course the logos. Graphics will be one thing that's used to help differentiate and give a sense that, oh yes, we are in a different ship now. It does help in that space to have a different sense of colour and shapes.
On the Ned main deck, there's 52 screens, 17 on links, and then each chair around has another 5 screens on each one.
It's supposed to be purely utilitarian stuff that just needs to be there to make the ship operate, to monitor the crew members when they get broadcast into the Matrix. And so it's a balance between making them look interesting and engaging and yet be very sort of functional.
We're in the operations room of the screen graphics. What you've got basically is 27 VCRs, 10 DVDs and 8 computers, a big matrix switch as well, and about 140 cables. We have spy cameras up there above each chair, and also for us to see what's going on. We have patches in from the film camera so we can see what's going on. And we sit down here with all our consoles and make them all work and allow for the actor to be interactive with them.
Keep moving, 65th floor.
A lot of the screens are all touch panels, so they can actually physically make the graphics work from where they are. So if they have a fit of spontaneity and they need to touch all the screens, they'll actually react.
They were a real great tool to have because they give you something to do as I'm doing things, or a sequence of things that go on, and so it gives you real action. You're not just faking it.
We spent a fair bit of time trying to get a system going in the cockpits where we hooked a joystick up to the main control that then got copied out to like 6 to 8 computers.
The advantage of that was that the actors didn't have to try to follow the graphics. The graphics would follow them. Because if you've got a flying indicator that's going like that and they're going the other way, or it's sort of all not matched up. So the idea was to take it so the actors wouldn't have to kind of focus in on the graphics too much. They'd just follow their own movements. On the Majolna, there's a series of gun bays when they're under attack from the Sentinels. This one of one of the gunners. We have to think, well, what would a gunner need to combat these machines? So this is a mock-up that we produced very early in the piece where we thought that each one of these screens might be an individual gun. Since then, we've had discussions with the directors and they're saying this might be the centre screen, but we want to see some other things around it. So we go and subdivide that, those screens to provide information about, temperature, ammunition, some sort of radar system, a map of the tunnel system. So we have to come up with each one of these and animate it, and that can be really difficult.
Commander Locke, got incoming.
How can that be?
In the command centre, we know that these guys are going to be wanting or would be looking at particular information about the dock, what's happening in the dock, the siege with the Sentinels, and so we've created a bunch of radars that give them a real-time update of what's going on in the dock. Then there's information about the descent of the diggers. Basically, it's a matter of finding something appropriate for the set and for that moment in the film.
I didn't have to expend my imagination so much because I really had everything right there, you know, working for me. It's fantastic.
Screen graphics.